Hey YouTube, welcome to PINtober day 25. I know you guys haven't seen me a lot this month. Sorry about that, but it's been a crazy month and I'm gonna turn this monitor off because I can hear myself echo. It's been a really crazy month, but I wanted to go ahead and get on and share with you a PINtober pin that I did this month, and that is going to be about my kids' Halloween costumes. So, yeah, for our Halloween, Daisy decided that she wanted to be a lawn. That's right, she wants to be grass. And so I decided that I was going to take that on and interpret that in some way and make it happen. Willow, on the other hand, doesn't have an opinion yet. So I want to do something that would be cute, but comfortable, functional, easy, all that good stuff. So I went on Pinterest looking for some ideas, and I fell in love with the idea of making her a hungry caterpillar costume, or very hungry caterpillar. Maybe that's it. Very hungry caterpillar. And so I was searching around Pinterest and I saw a pin that I really liked. I definitely modified it quite a bit, but I will go ahead and list that pin below because if you have an older child, you could definitely just follow what she did to a T and it would totally work for you. But I modified it a little bit. So I'm going to show you guys. So to start off with, I'll show you the actual costume I made. And this is the costume. It is a bunting basically without sleeves, and it has a hole for the neck, a button that you can undo to like slide their whole body in, and then it is gathered once up here below the arms and once down here below the butt. And so the idea is that the gathering would kind of make it look more like a caterpillar, and then the bottom is sewn shut. So the way that I deviated from the original pinner's idea was that not only is this not a bunting in her idea, but she kind of patterns it after something different. So to do this, I had to make my own pattern. And all I did was find a bunting that fits her well. So I chose to pattern it off of Carter's Made with Love one size buntings. I really like these. We have maybe 4 of them, and they're not in an active rotation at the moment because we're doing a swaddling thing to help her settle at night a little bit better. But when we weren't swaddling, these were awesome because I could dress her in her sleeper, put her in this, and I wouldn't have to worry about a blanket loose in the crib. So I really like these. Anyway, I modeled mine after this. So all I did was lay this down on my fabric and I just traced it, giving a 1/2 inch seam allowance all the way around. And then where the sleeves are, I just like imagined that the sleeves weren't there and kind of just tucked them under, and then just kind of traced a little armhole in its place. And then at the bottom, I didn't trace this to be curved. I just drew a straight line across. Once I had that done, I went ahead and just, it was inside out, you know, right sides of the fabric facing each other, and I just sewed the sides and the sleeves, and then or not the sleeves, but the tops, the shoulders, and then I went ahead and turned all of my edges and just did a little stitch just so that they would look a little nicer. So basically the cuffs around the neck, this was closed at the time, so around the neck and the armholes. And then I cut it straight down the middle. And I did that because I wanted to sew in these little taggies to be kind of like the caterpillar's little fur on its back. So I just cut straight down the middle in the back, fixed up the 2 edges of my neck hole, and then I just pinned in alternating fabric, or I'm sorry, ribbon colors, and sewed it back up. Once I had done that, I turned it this way, and I just sewed up the bottom, and yeah, that was basically the basic form of this bunting. And I followed the PINtober's tutorial on making my elastic casings. So if you want to know how to do that, check that out. And otherwise, I just sewed a button onto my back so that I could just easily do that. You could do a zipper if you're a zipper person. I don't know how to do a zipper, so I've never done one. I always use buttons. And then with the little hat, what I did was I found a thrift store hat. I can't remember exactly how much it is. It's in a thrift haul, consignment haul video of mine, and I'm sure I say how much it is. I want to say it was no more than like $3 or $4 at the time. And I just used yellow felt, some scraps from the body, and then I used purple felt, and I put pipe cleaners in so you can like bend them. And then when I sewed it onto the hat, I just folded it over with the pipe cleaner at the very tip and sewed over the pipe cleaner so that it's just easier to mold. And yeah, that's it. I chose a hat that had a chin strap because she's a baby and she's probably going to be sleeping in my arms the whole time or in the carrier, and I don't want a hat that's constantly going to be falling off. So that is the main part of her costume. And then she's just going to wear a long sleeve onesie and some pants underneath it. And then I'm going to wrap her in this blanket, which is just green, but it'll be her green leaf. So that is Willow's costume, and I got the idea from Pinterest. I'll go ahead and show Daisy since this is also going to be their costume video. She wanted to be a lawn, and for a really long time I didn't know how I was going to do that, and so I decided to do a tutu. I made a green tutu, and I hot glued some fabric leaves that I had cut up to look like crabgrass to the edges of it. Basically, I used two different colors of tulle. One I found at Beverly's fabric store, and it was like a lime green, neon green, and then the other was what Walmart had, and it's more of like a softer seafoam green, and I really like the combination together. And then for her shirt, I just found a white shirt that she'd already kind of stained up, and I sewed flowers, fabric flowers, to the bottom of it. I need to sew these up a little bit more. She said that they were tickling her a little bit, so I'm going to sew those up, and they won't tickle her when we go trick-or-treating tomorrow. And then I found a junky pair of brown pants in her closet, and I sewed earthworms to them. Some of them have since fallen off, and I need to re-sew them on. But it's like the dirt underneath the soil. And then I knew that she would get a kick out of it, so I made her a little crown. I just took some fabric wire. I don't know, it's just like brown wire wrapped in some sort of paper. And I stuck in some more of those fabric leaves, and I cut up a few of those flowers and put them in. So yeah, that is her costume. She'll probably wear this orange t-shirt underneath. I'd originally got it at a consignment event to applique a pumpkin onto, and I never did it. So she's just going to wear it underneath her short sleeve white t-shirt because, of course, the heat wave we've had for the last few weeks, our Indian summer is gone. Just this week it decided that it's done. It's fall now. So we need to wear long sleeves. But, oh well. That is my costumes for my kids and how I made them. Willow's costume in total cost $12 and was 6 hours of sewing. Daisy's costume in total cost $6, and it was probably about an hour and a half of sewing and tying and hot gluing. So yeah, thanks for watching.